The backyard golf course building season is winding down.
It is that time of year for a fungicide application. Snow mold is my main culprit up here. We're under snow for 3 or 4 months depending on the year, and that snow mold can creep up. I don't actually spray my bluegrass lawn. The first year that I had this lawn 2 years ago, we had a lot of snow. I had a lot of snow mold in the spring. I didn't know a lot about it. I had blotches of it, what looked like dead grass, but it comes back. I don't cut that short. I'm about 3/4 of an inch here. So with those creeping bentgrass golf greens, I really don't want to come out of the winter and have a whole bunch of dead grass that I have to work on and get filled in for the spring. So I'll be using this battery operated sprayer, and I'm going to attempt to put down the fungicide application nice and evenly. What I'm shooting for is 300 milliliters of product over 100 square meters of golf greens. So that's about 1,075 square feet. I have to say this Power Backpack sprayer worked very well. I was a bit nervous trying to get the right material down, but I approached it just like we did seeding this green, just like we did fertilizing this green, and just like I do mowing this green. I went 2 different ways, perpendicular, tried to make sure I had a lot of material where I could put it down slowly. There's nothing worse, just like seeding, there's nothing worse than getting all your material down and you're only 3/4 done the job. So we did it twice. I went both ways. I think it's a very clean application. It should have good coverage, and hopefully we can get through the winter. This thing is kind of cool. It has a door here where you open and you can get to the battery, and all it is an 18-volt Makita battery from their power tool selection. So I already have a whole bunch of power tools and drills, so the batteries I already had, so it made this a no-brainer, especially when I looked it up and it was half price online. So very happy with it. It just puts down a nice even spray, and that's what I'm going to need as I try to maintain these creeping bentgrass greens. Here's a look at the bentgrass. It has really come a long way in just a couple months here from start to finish. Very happy with how far we got. Not sure how much good weather we have. Nothing terrible coming, and I'm trying to get as much growth out of this Kentucky Bluegrass out here as I can. The fairway and rough area, I think we're going to be in quite good shape next year. I'm going to push it with some fertilizer, going to have to overseed for sure. But I gotta say, from where I was 3 months ago, this place was a gravel pit. A lot of work done. Look at that Kentucky Bluegrass sod. It has come to life. It's rooted, it's comfortable, it's now shooting up. So I'm gonna try to get a little bit of time here in the next few days and clean this up with just a mowing, see how it looks, see how it reacts. And we're getting to the end of the list here. We've got the irrigation system winterized, that's all blown out. We've now got the greens with their fungicide application to hopefully get through the winter with limited snow mold damage. And now we're really just hoping for every day of good weather we can get to put a little bit more root growth on this Kentucky Bluegrass. We are going to do some mowing here. I have not mowed long grass on this property ever before, so it's gonna be kind of cool. This is bluegrass sod, and it was put down exactly a month ago. I've mowed these golf greens 3 times now. They are about 10 weeks old from when they germinated, so crazy progress. That 007 XL Creeping Bentgrass, it grows really strong, really fast. I got them down to 3/8 of an inch about a week ago. That is it for the year. This Kentucky Bluegrass sod, it is starting to look shaggy. It's rooted very well now. I can still pull it up, but it almost sounds like Velcro. There's a lot of roots down there, so it is ready to go. It is sending out new grass shoots. I'll show you a close-up. And also the longer stuff is getting shaggy. So I'm just gonna give it a clean up mow with my walk behind push mower. Just gonna bag the clippings, do a quick one here, clean it up, and maybe signal some root growth by cutting that top growth off. This is not critical this time of year. I just wanna clean it up when I come back in the spring. I don't have long matted down grass to clean up. This has been a busy project the last 12 weeks or so, so I wasn't even sure when I laid this sod down, but it was exactly a month ago today. I had pictures on my phone, and that is, like, I can barely pull that up now. It is very well rooted. Good color, good growth. Here's a good look at the density and the thickness of that bluegrass. So it has really come on here strong. You can see the new growth shooting through. And down here we have goose tracks, Canada geese. They are going to be a problem here. I guess we have a golf course because we've now got Canada geese walking out, munching some grass, leaving droppings, making a mess. These things, I'm going to battle them next year and the year after that. I know that for sure. We got a river right here. There is about 150 geese out there. Just they herd up and then they slowly move south for the years. I'm not going to use that push mower a lot next year. I have that giant Toro 4300 that I bought from the golf course cheap. I'm hoping I can just nicely come in here with that giant 90-inch mower, sweep down there and not roll over into the pond. That'll be the goal. Don't get wet, don't get crushed by a mower going into the pond. That's the first time I mowed it with the push mower anyway. It wasn't a lot of fun, but it was doable, and I'm hoping the ride-on is going to stick to that slope, not slip around. I think it's going to be okay. Over here, we've got a nicer slope. This one worked better. I had a lot more real estate to work with here. This is also a nice spot in the winter. I can go down here with the tractor and get in and out of this pond because winter's coming. We've got some cold nights. We've got some rain coming in the next few days. We're going to get into that S word. Snow is going to be coming here pretty soon. And with a few cold nights, this pond freezes up quickly. And we skate on it in the winter. That's the great part about having a pond up north. I think I can get in and out of that with the tractor. It's always a little tricky when there's snow and ice, but that's the plan with that area right there. And along here, when I was cutting the sod with the knife all around these rocks, I'm thinking, oh, this looks cool. This is really nice with some giant limestone here, some really nice bluegrass sod. All this is gonna have to be trimmed nicely. I'm gonna see how close I can get with those big mowers. And there'll be a little bit of handwork, unfortunately, going around this pond. So if you have laid down some sod and you're wondering, when can I get on it? When can I mow it? I would just do that root test. Take a corner of the sod, pull it up. You'll see roots in only a few days on this stuff, just starting. Do not mow it at that point. But after 10 days, 2 weeks, pull that up. And if you think it's well rooted, you'll tell because the grass will react. You'll see the grass green up. You'll see it grow length and also thicken up. So at that point, I think you can get on it, mow it, no problem. This is exactly 30 days from the day I put it down, and I probably could have mowed it a week ago. So there we go, some more fall cleaning done here. We've got the 5,000 square feet of Kentucky Bluegrass sod cleaned up here, mowed down, looks great. We've got the golf greens. These bentgrass golf greens are 10 weeks old and they look fantastic. And we have the Everest mix. I've got a lot of bluegrasses in here, but we've got all the bluegrasses down. They're coming up. I think they're going to make it through the winter. That will be fingers crossed, depending on the winter we get. But I'm really hoping this greens up next spring. Should look awesome here. I've got a few more things to do around the pond before winter, but the bad, cold, damp, wet weather is coming. It's going to rain for the next few days. So wanted to jump out here today, get this done, and it's starting to look so good. Can't believe how far this has come from a gravel pit 3 months ago to a decent looking backyard little golf course here.